Hi, it's Double975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I've got a fun video for you. Considering this game is supposedly dead and nobody's interested in it anymore and it's not relevant and all the other stuff I get told, I'm having a particularly busy time on Elite at the moment. I've got an ongoing BGS war that I'm, busy doing missions and BGS for, and now I might actually have some PvP action. Here I am in a practice fight with Evident Knight. This is one of many practice fights I've been having with him lately. His Beam Laser Vet versus my silly cannon build, my trolling meme build, the 9000 shield 4-shell cannon build that isn't actually that good, but is hilarious fun. Now, he's using beam lasers, which aren't the best weapon because you can't camp pips. I think he'd be much better off with multi-cannons, but because he's using beam lasers, he is getting a big buff to his damage because my shields are max megajoules, silly ones. I built them to be over 9000 shields with no Guardian shield boosters, just all normal shield boosters, and that means I give up a decent chunk of damage resistance back to any thermal weapons. But the problem with beam lasers is you can't camp 4 pips to shields while shooting people with beam lasers. And I don't know what it was in this one, because the last 2 times we've run this fight, it's been pretty close. I've been left on about 40 or 50% hull by the end of it. I think one of the times I was left below 50% hull. So, the last 2 fights we've had have been reasonably close. And, I'm always happy to practice and fight with anyone to a percentage of hull or to the death. It doesn't bother me. I mean, let's face it, I'm not going to run out of rebuys anytime soon. But yeah, this was maybe something wrong. Maybe I know he banked in front of me a couple of times and I was able to cancel them. And I was particularly on point with my railgun shot in this one, but that's not too difficult. That's the way this ship is. I was an idiot here and I'm reloading my railgun when I should be reloading my cannons. That's my fault, I clicked on the wrong thing, but as you can see, I was also slow to realise he'd gone out that far, and I maybe should have, started to bank and reload quicker. But I did manage to get some reload off. But yeah, it was one of those fights that I quite enjoyed. It was quite good fun. I cancelled some of his banks, and I was patient enough that I made my cannon shots count most of the time. I hit most of my cannon shots, which is quite good. Cannons are surprisingly damaging in these Corvette duels that I have. It is surprising. The problem with cannons is the ammunition, not the damage output. Now, why am I bringing you snippets of this fight? It's it's just a standard 1v1 between Corvettes. I don't bring you every single one of them I have. But this one I brought to you because the participant I'm fighting with has recently made a stir on the Discord on the Dark Marauders. Now, normally this sort of threat's not, something to really interest me, because we've all got a queue of people coming after us. That's the whole point of being a Dark Marauder, is you're an in-game bad guy, you're a roleplay pirate. People are going to take issue with that. And many of the people I've met in-game, many of my friends in-game, starting out as being people that I robbed, they come after me for revenge. And eventually, if they manage to beat me or struggle to beat me, they would normally tell me why they're coming after me for revenge, and I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember meeting you. Because that's the point of being a Dark Marauder, is you interact with everyone you see, try and rob them, and some of those people, take it as a bit of fun and use it as an excuse to come back for revenge. Also, we have a large amount of lawfuls that used to come after us because they didn't like what we did. And generally, that's part of the fun of being a roleplay pirate, is it inspires interactions. And that's the whole point. In this MMO, this game, inspiring people to interact with you is one of the key facets of the game. It makes the game more exciting, more interesting. but I was glad to see that his threat did extend to all of us in the Dark Marauders, and he was going to hunt us all down. Now, I would like to point out to him that I am still well ahead from our previous interaction.
I am still up 20 grand from this last time I stick it in you.
Yep, so Knight is going to hunt us all down, which is brilliant. I love a bit of fun. Luckily for him, the two guys that are spectating this fight weren't aware of that when they were spectating this fight, because yeah, things may have panned out differently as this fight winds up. But all in all, we salute him for saying and making the claim that he's going to come after all of us. I'm sure it's going to get some interaction. I believe it even enticed Pirate Orc into party chat. And there was even an offer from Pirate Orc to recently remove Evident Knight from our KOS list if he managed to kill a combat logger for us, because we're mostly all blocked from this combat logger. Sadly, the combat logger blocked him as well, so he couldn't complete his mission and get himself taken off our kill on sight list. But since now he's out for blood and vengeance, we can have some fun. Yeah, so let the hunt begin. I wonder who will find who first. It should be fun, it should be entertaining. I'm looking forward to having a vet coming after me while I'm out pirating. I'm sure if I'm on my Anaconda or my vet, Knight might want to know, but if I'm in a small Cobra Mark IV, I think he'd definitely come for my blood. So we'll have to see how it goes. Maybe I'll run some interesting pirate ships just for the funsies. But yeah, all in all, it couldn't be more fun at the moment on Elite Dangerous. Even despite the people calling it a dead game, I'm still having plenty of interactions. I'm still running into commanders I don't even know, which, given the state of the game, is surprising and quite satisfying and fun. But yeah, I think I hit a fair percentage of my shots in this one. I don't know what the difference was this time, but yeah, this fight was not as close as the last two. I think Knight decided to bank in front of me a couple of times, which is a bad idea, and yeah, all in all, I think I hit some rail gun shots at crucial times, which was not good for him. Also, I think there was a couple of collisions that ended his hull quicker than normal, because it is normal for his shields to go down first. That's pretty much the way all of our fights have gone, but normally my shields are very close to going down at that point. But yeah, this time I was clearly ahead at that point, so I don't know what the difference was. But these fights have been closer than they used to be, and going back a year or a year and a half ago, Knight's ship was nowhere near as good as it is now. I still think he would be better off with the standard multi-cannon build, but he seems to like the beam lasers. I personally love beam lasers, so I'm not gonna begrudge anyone using beam lasers. They are awesome. Yeah, this fight ended at 20% hull, so I'm going to leave you there, and I'm going to leave you with my reaction to one of the other messages that Evidence sent to Aiden, and then I'm going to leave you with the shenanigans that happened after this fight. That's all. Thanks for watching.
You could get him right down to 0% and you'll still survive.
You can be. Fuck off with us about this.
Oh no!
Oh, he just started attacking you. Yeah, fuck
Well, I
it,
was going
I'm
to
out.
attack you, but I thought, I'm always picking him. So I'll go double switch.
Ah.
Yeah,
Have a good fight.
you've got no shields,
Okay.
but you've got, what, 9k Karl under the shield? Oh, and we're going backwards.
Where the fuck was my carriage? I don't remember.
Oh, it's out.
This is what you get for being the most toxic man. Most toxic marauder. Use it wisely. Why's your power plant shot? Oddball. I may or may not have made a huge fucking mistake. I completely forgot about the trek back to my character. No, I positioned it outside that station.
Was there any stuff outside the station? Outside the station?
An instance. No, it's Karl maybe I'd be the MPS KOS less if I killed some combat logger. Don't know how true that is, but hey.
Power plant's nearly gone.
It's Karl's gone. Oh, his lips are moving.
It's not a lie. She's gone over to the wing.
Boy, that escalated quickly.